Hello! Happy Throwback Thursday, everyone. I'm your host, Sarah Priebus. It's March 1st. Finally, we're almost to summer. Today marks the beginning of National Women's History Month. I know you're busy celebrating, but take a break to play some trivia with me. Shout out to some amazing women in history, like my faves Serena Williams, Marie Curie, Frida Kahlo, and all you femme-identifying HQDs, and my mom.
Free Scott.
What can I say? I love my mom. There are 955,000 of you competing against each other around the world live right now. It's time to prove you're just as smart as Katherine Johnson or Lisa Simpson.
The guy that usually does.
You're going to have to answer 12 questions with 10 seconds. If you get them all right, then you win tonight's prize, which is $2,500. Don't spend it all in one place. Or do. You're independent. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just ask the questions. Let's get started now. We got 1 million players in the game!
Okay, start.
As Alibaba discovered, what password opened the den of the 40 thieves? Open Sesame, oh snap, or let's get information. Alibaba stole the password. Jean Valjean stole a loaf of bread. I don't condone stealing, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. The correct answer is Open Sesame. It's Open Sesame. Can I say easy password? 942,000 of you got that. Seriously though, what kind of password hint did he use? What kind of password is this? There's no uppercase, there's no exclamation point. I take cybersecurity very seriously. Q2. Which of these is a system widely used to teach reading? Wild histrionics, microelectronics, or phonics?
Are you sure?
Bookworms.
Yeah.
This one's
I know that
for
from all the
us.
TV ads.
When I learned to read, it was all Seuss all the time, but you know, then I moved on to Boxcar Children, Goosebumps, Choose Your Own Adventure. The correct answer is phonics. It's phonics!
Did you get it, Evan?
And 876,562 of you are hooked on phonics right now. It worked for you. Phonics uses phonetic awareness to help teach reading and writing. Some poor stuff. Now, since it's National Women's History Month, I wanted to give a couple special shout outs to my favorite current online gals. Alexis Ahmed, Jennifer Mahoney, Deirdre, Alyssa Panitz, Michelle Lucero, and happy birthday to Catlin 13 and Anna Skrepik. Happy birthday! Now to Q3. Which of these animals can turn into a moth? Maggot, caterpillar, or centipede? Moths are great, as long as they're not in my closet. And the holes in my jeans are intentional, okay?
And moths.
They're trendy.
I didn't know that.
The correct answer is caterpillar. Caterpillars are cute.
Still all in.
636,961 of you moving on. Caterpillars, they turn into butterflies, and moths are just butterflies who don't feel the need to impress people. I like moths. Q4. Which of these universities has the oldest marching band? Notre Dame, Princeton, or Harvard? They might be the oldest, but they look amazing.
And Evan
What
went
kind of
Harvard.
moisturizer are they using?
One of us made it.
Princeton and Harvard, 1919. The Fighting Irish, aka the Marching Irish, has been in existence since 1846. The correct answer is Notre Dame.
Damn it!
Notre Dame. I was in marching band. I played the flute, and I didn't win a lot of popularity contests. And we have 304,525 people moving on to Q5. Around the world, which of these is not a common term for ziplining? Flying fox, foofy slide, or flid streak?
Foofy slide.
On a scale of fear of heights,
They need to give us more.
I have to say ziplining is definitely a 10 for me.
Any more
I
time
don't really
you
go
can Google
beyond
it.
that. No skydiving, no bungee jumping. But I have done the ziplining. # brave. The correct answer is flid streak.
Damn.
Oh.
In Australia, you might take a ride on a flying fox. 80,976 of you are moving on, and we have our first savage question of the night. Sandra L. Savage here at Q5. We're just defying savagery. All right, so in Australia, you might take a ride on a flying fox. In South Africa, you can take a trip on a foofy slide. Very misleading name, but a flit streak, not real. Q6. Which of these words is a term used in dentistry? Mesiodens, tridentata, or dentifera?
Probably
I'm gonna take a moment to brag about my
You're
teeth.
eliminated.
I never had braces, and I've never had a cavity. Knock on wood. It's a miracle considering the amount of sugar that I eat. The correct answer is Mesiodens. Tridentata is a species of sagebrush. 30,835 of you are moving on. And dentifera, that's a moth. Back to our moth question. But Mesiodens, that's the most common kind of extra tooth that people sometimes have right between your front lower teeth. I think I might need one of those to help me chew all the candy that I consume. Q7. What weather term describes ice crystals that seem to fall from a cloudless sky? Flenches, mare's tails, or diamond dust? Sounds
Probably
kind of
diamond dust.
romantic. You know, until you realize that you're not wearing a hat and your hair's getting frizzy and you don't actually look that great. So let's take this date inside. The correct answer is diamond dust. Diamond dust is a girl's best friend. 15,919 got it. All right, flenches is an old-timey word meaning that the weather might improve. And mare's tails are cirrus clouds. Remember that in science class? Ice crystals, known as diamond dust, can form anywhere when the temperature is below freezing. There's your science lesson. Q8. A town in West Texas is home to a permanent art installation depicting which of these? Prada, Kleenex, or Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola. No.
Permanent
it's probably
art
Kleenex.
is what I
Texas?
call the pile of
Kleenex.
clothes in my
like
bedroom.
Coca-Cola.
It's not laundry.
It's made in Georgia.
Definitely permanent. Seems to always just
Kleenex.
pile up. It's art. But the correct answer is Prada.
Prada. A town
The
in West
Prada
Texas is home to a
Marfa
permanent
sculpture
art
in Texas.
installation depicting
3,072 of you, and another savage question here. We're defying savagery again at Q8. We're losing 12,000 people on that one, 3,000 moving on. The Prada Marfa sculpture in Texas was designed by Elm Green and Dragset and was reclassified as a museum. But you can't shop there, I'm sorry to say. Q9. Which actor has not played Inspector Clouseau? Michael Caine, Alan Arkin, or Roger Moore?
Oh, yeah.
We're talking
Alan Arkin.
Pink Panther. There have been 4 Inspector Clouseaus. And if I had to choose, I would say Steve Martin simply because Beyonce was in that version. But the correct answer is Michael Caine here on Q9. Alan Arkin and Roger Moore both played the French Inspector, created by Blake Edwards, and 796.
Oh, that's the
Another
Pink Panther.
savage question. Ouch! We are defying savagery, but Hakuna Matata for the 2,500 people that aren't moving on. That's okay. Brush it off. There's gonna be another game. So Michael Caine played Austin Powers' dad, equally important contribution to cinema. And we're at Q10. Which Canadian clothing brand was founded by Americans? Aritzia, Lululemon, or Roots?
Lululemon sounds
Imposters!
American-ish.
I get why they did it though. It was kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like when I travel abroad and I tell everyone I'm Canadian. Because people are just nicer to Canadians. The answer is Roots.
Cool.
It's Roots. It's a very Canadian seeming brand. 415 people knew that. They have that beaver logo, but it was founded by Michael Budman and Don Green, and both of them are Detroiters. Q11.
Why?
The boys who inspired Peter Pan were cousins of the author of what novel? Rebecca, To the Lighthouse, or The Portrait of a Lady? Did you see Finding Neverland? The film or the Broadway musical? Did you know it was a musical? I still like
Maybe
Hook
To the Lighthouse.
myself. The answer is Rebecca.
What?
Peter Pan was inspired by the boys in the Du Maurier family. We have 95 people moving on. Another savage question. Moving into our final question. Ouch. So close. So their cousin wrote the novel Rebecca that Hitchcock later turned into a classic film. And now it's time to fly away to the ultimate Never Never Land. Who's taking home that pirate's booty tonight? Because this is it. The final question, Q12. Which classic toy was introduced before Vin Diesel was born? Nerf ball. Guess who?
Rock'em Sock'em
or Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Oh, Vin Diesel. We love him for the Iron Giant and the Fast and the Furious. He's a prime example of how to be powerballed.
One of his last
He was born in 1967. I know, right? Guess who? Goes back to 1979. It hasn't been around that long. Nerf started balling out in 1970, but Rock'em Robots have been socking each other since 1964. The correct answer is Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and we have 47 winners.
people.
Yippee!
That's 50. That's $50. So we're gonna make an extra.
47 winners. They appreciated our
19,
Throwback
52,
Thursday
20.
question on that last one. King Zaya. Look at your fancy little avatar. Everyone's getting their avatars up. I love this. Congratulations to Adnor. Look how pretty you are. Are you a fellow coffee lover? I need my coffee to wake up too. We got DT101, definitely a Family Guy fanatic. Whew. Guy after a girl after my own heart. Chris 10 Marie, power to the females for this Women's History Month, starting it off right. San 007.
Oh, look, there's Evan again.
Yeah, working that 007 magic tonight. Chris Lynn, congratulations. How's that for a Throwback Thursday game?
Maybe they have a
HQ will be
quantum
back
computer.
tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific with another Rockin' Sockin' 2500 game. I'm Sarah Priebus. Hit me up online. Send me your favorite childhood toy. I want to know what you played with. Mine was my spy kit. I always thought I'd grow up to be just like Harriet. But you know, being HQ is pretty fun too.
I clicked on
Have a
that
great
and then forgot
night.
about it.
Love you. Mean it. Bye.